I've always heard growing up in Tennessee that you don't plant until tax day, April 15th, because there'll be a late frost that'll get you every time. So I was wondering, when do you plant? Have you planted? Will you plant?
Well, that's what I did. Actually, today I put out my pepper plants and my tomato plants and my cucumbers that I've been growing in my house.
Oh, so you've been growing them in the house?
Yeah.
You have like a heat lamp?
I have a heat lamp. Well, I have a lamp, and then I have heat pads to keep the roots warm. And I've been growing these. I started them too early. I always get too excited, and I start too early.
Christmas morning.
And I get ready because you think March sounds like spring to me.
Yeah.
The word March sounds like spring, like we're ready to go.
We're marching towards the summer.
Yeah, and then April feels like we're in the thick of it. Feels like we're in the thick of it. But you're right. But my mom said that her mom, my grandmother, used to call it an Easter snap, and that you don't plant until after Easter because, you get that because tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers they need heat. So you can't. I put a bunch of stuff out too early, and they're dead.
All right, so you're planning. I thought you were an expert. Sounds like you're not. Sounds like you're really messing up.
No, I'm not. My garden produces every year, so I'm not an expert. I'm not here to teach people how to garden, but I'm into it. I know about gardening.
You're like Bob Ross. You're trying to get people to discover the joy of gardening.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's like we're so disconnected from our food.
Right.
If you get out there, you take your shoes off, walk around in the yard, you're grounding while you're doing it. Yeah. You're getting your hands in the dirt. I recommend trying it. Like, people get so wrapped up in this and that it's like you're not surviving off the garden. So I recommend don't use artificial fertilizers. Find alternative ways to get fertilizer. And see what you can do. Create some good soil. Collect your leaves. Put them in a compost pile.
Would you say you have a green thumb?
No.
Do you say that a lot when you talk to people?
No, I think I do all right, though. I am,
it's greenish.
Because I grow most of my stuff from seeds. Sometimes I'll go buy a plant, but most of the time I grow from seeds.
Do you ever get seeds from the stuff that you've grown?
Sometimes.
And you got a never-ending cycle there.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's fun.
Bottom line, I want to start planting something. What should I start with?
A food? Is that what you mean?
Anything in the garden. What's something easy that I could?
That's what you're asking, though.
He wants to impress. He wants to be able, when people come over, he goes, "I got a garden."
Yeah, we'll go out back.
He wants to show it to them, and they go, "Oh,
I'm growing some."
You want to grow from seed?
I guess.
Tomatoes.
That's
the easiest.
When you say grow from seed, does that mean the alternative is you get a plant that's already? Made.
You go to the
Pop it in.
Lowe's or Home Depot or a local nursery, and then you buy a little plant and plant it, and then it grows.
Pop it in.
And do you take a hoe and just dig a hole in your yard?
Or just your hands, depending on what it is. You're not gonna want to put it right in the ground around grass and stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna want an area, so you may.
It's all grass.
Yeah, you may need some kind of raised bed garden situation or a pot.
For my tomato plants.
Yeah, and try to get yourself, some soil that's not full of, don't buy the Miracle-Gro stuff.
What should I buy?
Yeah, Home Depot has some pretty good organic fertilizer.
Monsanto has some good stuff, I think.
Soils.
Okay. Yeah.
And do tomato plants, don't they have like a stick you're supposed to?
Yeah, you
so they can grow around it?
I would say get a little tomato cage.
Tomato cage.
Yeah, it just goes right over, sticks down in the soil. The tomato grows up.
Makes it grow up instead of out.
Well, it'll grow up, and then as it grows out, it can kind of rest on the.
Oh, I've seen these.
A metal tomato cage, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So if I planted tomatoes today, how long before I start seeing some?
I think you'd get tomatoes in a month.
That quickly?
Maybe, yeah, I think so.
Edible tomatoes.
I think so. I could be wrong about that, but.
If
If you bought a plant, if you start growing from seed, it's going to take longer. But
remember that little bonsai tree I had that I let die and I brought it into the podcast?
Yeah.
And I gave it to you to.
I really tried for a while, but after a while, I realized it's completely dead.
Mr. Miyagi's full of it.
Yeah. Well, even Mr. Miyagi wouldn't be able to
save that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Well, what does this say?
Well, this was 60 to 80 days seed to ready to harvest.
Yeah, so 60 days. So yeah, I'd say if you get it already grown, I'd say a month you'll have a tomato.
Yeah, but what's something fun, like to have friends over? I'm growing. It's fun just because it looks fun, or like a Venus flytrap sounds fun to me. But
so you don't
want trying to get him to say marijuana? That's what it feels like.
So you don't want edible.
What would be like something I could break out at a party? Maybe sell a little bit on the side and make some money.
I've never successfully grown weed. I have grown a little bit of it in the past, but never successfully.
You got arrested or
no? They just die.
You also changed. You changed as a person.
Yeah, my mom caught it.
Okay.
And then I never wanted to go to jail. And but I mean, I like thyme, basil.
Well, I don't even know what thyme looks like.
I never had successfully grown thyme from seed, but I have had some thyme. I like thyme, oregano, basil.
What about lettuce?
Rosemary. Lettuce is fun too, but this is why I like those herbs. Especially if you're growing tomatoes, you can make yourself a delicious tomato soup with all of those herbs. And I grow garlic every year. I have a bunch of garlic growing.
Garlic.
That's where it's at. You make yourself a tomato soup.
And I was about to say, how good does it feel to eat or partake of your food you've grown yourself?
It feels the best. And you're getting maximum nutrients. Because the moment something's picked from the tree, it's starting to lose nutrients. So if you pick it and go eat it right away, it's just maximum.
And what does Hannah think about it?
Well, she loves eating the stuff. Hannah could care less about gardening.
Yeah.
But she loves to eat the stuff.
The fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
Boom.
Literal.
Yeah.
And it's great. I mean, you want something fun to grow, a cow, a sheep. I mean, those are fun to grow. But plants.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
plants.
But I don't know that there's anything like cool.
I think tomatoes. Maybe
I have an avocado tree growing at my house that nobody's that impressed by, and I think that's very fun.
Yeah,
I love an avocado.
I have an apple tree growing from a seed right now. I have 2 apricot trees growing from seed.
Dude,
I have muscadines. I took, muscadines, you're just eating them. I took the seeds out of those, planted them. I got a vine growing now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw your food waste in Dusty's backyard. Something will happen.
Well, that's how the avocado tree started. I just threw a seed out and I was like pulling weeds one day and I pulled this up and it was still in the avocado shell.
Wow.
So I took it and put it in a pot.
Oh, that's cool.
I bet you love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think the world would be a better place if we just all grew gardens?
Yeah, I think everybody would be healthier and we would all have just a better understanding of where our food comes from. Of course, it's hard for people because not everybody has land, not everybody has the time, and that's by design. We're just in the machine. It's just like, get to work and pick up a pizza on the way home and put it in the microwave in the morning. It's all a design.
In the morning.
No, eat it cold.
Yeah.
It's way better.
But your dad sold insurance, right?
Yes.
And he farmed.
Yes.
On the side. Do you see yourself maybe sometime farming?
Yeah.
Full time?
I don't know.
You'll be out of comedy soon, I feel like.
I mean,
preaching and
a couple
farming?
years.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a
couple more specials, I think.
Yeah.
Cows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm feeling good.
That's
great.
great.
I like doing comedy and but I think that you gotta do other things.
Yeah.
If somebody came to you, put a gun to your head and said you have to get rid of your garden or a random person on earth dies, what would you do?
Oh, a random person on earth dies.
You'd rather that happen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's the random person?
Well, that's the whole point about it being random. You don't know, dude. Could be somebody you know and love.
A random person's gonna die anyway.
That's why they're random.
You know what I mean?